Twitter earnings right now. The company reporting better than expected profits and revenue. Adjusted earnings coming in at 21 cents a share on sales of $758 million. The stock flying ahead of the open, up more than 13%, 13.5%. Here now, Oxbow Advisors managing partner Ted Oakley. Here's the headline on the first write-through on the story. Twitter reports its first consecutive quarterly drop in users, losing more than expected. Further declines signaled as it continues to purge fake accounts. Up, but lo and behold, it boosted revenue because it's extracting more money from those existing users. Ted, what do you make of it?
Well, we don't own Twitter. We own a lot of other things, but it's something we own. But I think what happens is most of the tech companies, they respond to what's happening in the last 6 months or so, and I'm sure that's what they're doing, the same thing.
But I thought, Mike, it was very telling that they were able to basically draw more advertising revenue out of its existing users. That's really what the kind of thing, clearly, that investors have been looking for.
That's the story. And you had the pullback in Twitter stock recently, and the fact that they're able to drop the number of monthly active users is a positive in this case, because they're getting rid of a lot of the fake accounts on the platform, and they're also able to increase revenue. This is, from the headlines I've read so far, it's a great quarter for Twitter, and the growth we spoke about at the top of the show, the growth is there in Twitter.
There's one developing story. It's in the Wall Street Journal this morning, Ted, that I want to get your reaction to, because there have been so many things at play in this market in terms of concerns that have been dragging down stocks, whether it's worries about the lackluster revenue growth, global trade tensions. And to that point, the U.S., here's the headline in the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. will not resume trade talks without a firm proposal from a wary China. Stalled negotiations threaten to undermine meeting between Trump and Xi Jinping next month. How much of a factor has that been, the trade tensions in this market pullback we've seen?
Well, I think it's a factor. I mean, we do business all across the country, and the thing I find is that companies are seeing cost problems, in their materials and that sort of thing, and they see it coming. That really relates, and it gets on into the public markets as well. And I think that's what you're starting to notice now. It probably goes longer than people expect. I mean, they're not Mexico or Canada. They play hardball. So I suspect that's going to impact us more and more.
Ted, next time, more time, I promise.
All right,
Thank you for being here.
You bet.
Ted Oakley.